for you 7 days a week because your health can't wait. Good Shepherd Healthcare System. Patients first. Always.
Flood levels are surging in multiple counties, posing increasing risk to health and safety. But officials are warning residents as conditions intensify. Then search and rescue teams launch a helicopter operation in a race to save lives.
And we're tracking pouring rain for your evening commute, rising rivers, and lots of active weather. I'll break it all down for you. Apple Valley News Now at 5 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Thank you so much for joining us here on this Tuesday evening. I'm Wendy Redman. Austin is on assignment. We begin tonight with dangerous conditions across the region as water is rising, and it's rising fast in many locations. Take a look at your screen. This was the scene just after 3 p.m. in Yakima County. You are looking at the Yakima River in between Toppenish and Union Gap, right next to Interstate 82. Large logs, debris, and fast-moving water are becoming quite the problem out there as we head into the overnight hours. Officials are monitoring the situation closely, and I know our very own Stacy Lee is also monitoring the weather very closely as well. We have so much going on and dangerous conditions for some folks.
Very dangerous. First alert weather day today. And speaking of rivers rising, Wendy, you have to see this graphic. This happened overnight. We were getting alerts in the middle of the night about the Natchez River rising, and this is how it started. They were way down there. It rose from 14 feet to nearly 20 feet in less than 24 hours. So that's where we've had some flooding. There is some evacuations going on in the area at this time. So yeah, that river is crested already, but it's going to stay above that flood level at moderate stage for the next couple of days. Natchez River flooding, again, if you live in and around that area within 200 feet or so of the Little Natchez River and extending east to South Natchez Road in Natchez, Washington. Elk Valley Lane area flooded, and Nile Road Bridge that crosses the Little Natchez Creek also flooding. So remember, if there's standing water on the road, turn around and don't drown. Where's all the water coming from? Atmospheric river. That's been going on for a couple of days, and it continues very, very strong at this hour, and we'll continue to see heavy rain showers coming through the region. It's pouring rain right now in Yakima, Tri-Cities, Hermiston, all the way out to the Blues and in Pendleton. So get ready. Now cue up those strong gusty winds. Those are coming back later tonight as well. We have a wind advisory overnight through tomorrow, where we're going to see gusts between 25 and 45 miles an hour. With all the soggy ground, we could see some downed trees or limbs. So again, be safe out there. Flood risk remains high. Strong gusty winds on top of all of that. Down all the weather coverage for you coming up. Wendy?
All right, thank you so much, Stacy. With the Natchez River rising rapidly, the fire department, as Stacy was mentioning, issued a level 2 evacuation. Were pushing against the bridge going into the Wonderland campground along Highway 12. Officials say they're also pets were rescued. Camp Hope, a homeless resource organization, responded along with the city bus and medics who provided support. Well, coming up tonight on the news at 6, our very own Austin Reed, who is at the scene all day, will join us, and you'll hear from one of those rescued, along with what happens next. Meanwhile, the Kittitas County Public Health Department is warning people floodwaters can be dangerous to your health, saying they can expose you to hazardous chemicals, infectious diseases, and injury. They say if your wellhead has been covered by these waters, do not consume it until it's been tested. They also say to not use your septic system until the flood water goes down. Yakima Valley Emergency Management has sandbags available at multiple locations. If you need some, we do have a list of those locations on our website right now. Now, Cliffdown Fire and Rescue says there is an unmanned sandbag fill location at Station 14 while supplies last as well. Officials are warning if the roads are flooded, turn around, don't drown. And please check Apple Valley News Now for updates on road closures. In other news tonight, Prosser police responded to a rest area on Merlot Drive this morning after a Facebook Marketplace meetup apparently ended with an alleged assault. The victim says when he arrived, a person in a separate vehicle attacked him. Officials say both the alleged attacker and seller stole items from the victim before leaving in their own vehicles. The alleged attacker is a 45-year-old man from Prosser. He was located at a home on Old Inland Empire Road in Whitstrand, according to officials. He was taken into custody at the Benton County Jail on charges of first-degree robbery and second-degree theft. Police say the men knew each other and the attack is believed to be targeted. Police did not say if the seller is also facing charges or was arrested. The investigation is ongoing. In Sunnyside, the City Council is racing against the clock after a challenging final regular meeting of the year where the budget plan faced unexpected hurdles. The Sunnyside City Council and Finance Director Monica Hofstetter have been working to balance next year's budget. This week's meeting featured a rushed final draft presentation after technical difficulties caused delays. During the review, errors were found in staff numbers. The proposed budget includes cutting pool hours to halftime, reducing seasonal jobs from 12 to 6, and implementing hiring freezes to stabilize finances. Concerns from council members about the budget's completeness led to hesitation on passing an approved budget.
This is also like, we're barely getting the books, and for us to just vote yes right now, it's I feel like a lot that we need to digest, and I would feel more comfortable having some more time going over it all.
The council postponed approval, facing a December 31st deadline. A special meeting is set for December 29th to finalize the budget. In national news now, the Federal Open Market Committee is meeting today and tomorrow. That's the Federal Reserve panel that decides interest rates. As its members look at economic data, they might also have an eye on the Supreme Court. Amy Kiley reports on why and how it might affect you.
The Federal Reserve might seem far federal homes. Today, the Fed is starting a two-day meeting in which it's expected to cut the federal funds rate. That would put downward pressure on interest rates for mortgages, auto loans, credit cards, and other debt. The central bank also tries to balance maximum employment with control of inflation. In other words, it affects people's jobs.
Our ills or believe that a small shift in interest rates can make a big difference.
The Supreme Court is considering a case that could affect the Fed. It challenges President Donald Trump's firing of a former FTC commissioner. The Fed. A hearing yesterday suggests most justices might side with Trump.
Independent agencies are not accountable to the people.
There is no such thing in our constitutional order as a fourth branch of government that's quasi-judicial and quasi-legislative.
Trump wants to fire Fed board member Lisa Cook and fill the panel with loyalists. He wants to force a large rate cut regardless of economic data. Investors worry that would cause inflation to surge.
Former Fed officials and economists, they warn that, artificially low interest rates can backfire.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
The job openings and labor turnover survey, also known as JOLTS, is due out today. It's one of the metrics the Fed can use to decide on interest rates. Following this newscast, ABC World News Tonight with David Muir picks up on coverage of life-threatening cold and dangerous driving conditions as winter storms sweep in, plus what President Trump is saying about the controversial and deadly second strike. Still ahead right here on Apple Valley News Now, live at 5. Pasco's rapid expansion strains their finances. The choices facing city leaders as expenses outpace revenue.
And we've got pouring rain, gusty winds, and rising rivers. I'll break it all down for you when we come right back.
In a world of conformity, it's often the innovative that stand out. At FlexJet, we've built a state-of-the-art operations control center with an international fleet of private jets and helicopters. Our Red Label crews are leading the way in pilot compensation, all supported by one of the world's largest maintenance networks. This is our timeless dedication to you. That's why we're outgrowing the competition 2-to-1. At FlexJet, you won't just be flown, you'll be moved.
Prosser Memorial Health has received a 5-star rating from the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. Prosser Memorial Health is one of just 290 hospitals nationwide to receive their highest rating, and one of only 2 critical access hospitals in the state of Washington. For over 78 years, Prosser Memorial Health has provided high-quality and compassionate care to our communities served. It's our privilege. Learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
Legacy lives in the people who've made this place home. For decades, Happel and Community First Bank have been part of that legacy. Different names, same mission, invested in every relationship. We're coming together to keep building what matters. Because legacy doesn't end. It lives on in every loan, every dream, every member helped.
Hi, welcome to Happel.
At Good Shepherd, we're your primary care providers from the time your baby is born to caring for loved ones in older age. We're with your family every step of the way. With specialty services like kidney and heart care, urology, orthopedics, and cancer treatment, we provide the care you deserve close to home. And when life takes an unexpected turn, our urgent care team is here for you 7 days a week because your health can't wait. Good Shepherd Healthcare System. Patients first, always.
Tough financial questions, and city leaders say they're concerned the numbers aren't adding up. During the latest Pasco City Council workshop, City Manager Harold Stewart warned that the cost of growth may soon outpace the revenue it brings in. He said the city could face a $12 to $14 million budget shortfall in the next 2-year cycle as inflation, infrastructure demands, and staffing pressures continue to rise. Stewart also raised concerns over state-mandated paid family and medical leave, saying long absences are making it harder to keep essential work covered.
I mean, our biggest cost, like any other organization, is our people. They're our most valuable asset, but they're also our most expensive. And we're paying a lot of money for them not to work for us. And so if there's any appetite for talking about how we can fix that, that would be appreciated.
Council members say they'll continue discussing the financial impacts as they shape the next budget. The Walla Walla Alliance for the Homeless says rising demand is putting new pressure on its sleep center. The Alliance now shelters around 60 to 70 people a night. And officials say the growing need comes as housing costs rise across Walla Walla. The low barrier facility recently expanded with 9 new huts and additional amenities, but leaders say funding remains uncertain. The shelter operates on about $700,000 a year, which comes out to roughly $29 per night of care per person, far below the national average.
As a part of our shelter, we offer peer support services, which is kind of general advocacy for whatever people need, whether it's helping get state identification or state medical benefits or SNAP food stamp benefits, or connection to employment and resume prep and interview preparation, or the housing authority.
Green says the Alliance continues expanding to meet demand while relying on state, county, and city support. A part of West Van Giesen Street over in West Richland is now closed through June 26th. West Richland Police says all of the road closures on Van Giesen are due to the widening of the road as they're adding sidewalks and some utility work. During this long road closure, West Richland Police Department advises drivers to be patient and slow down around the construction area, along with taking alternative routes and not going through road closure signs.
The road closed signs are really for everybody's safety with the road work being done. Every day things are moving, holes are being dug and then refilled. The road surface isn't really ready for people to be driving on it. So it's barricaded for your safety, the citizen's safety. If you're driving around the barricades, it's up to a misdemeanor or an infraction up to $124.
Police say they're actively near the construction zones looking for people who are driving through them. They also add if you live inside the construction zone area and there is no alternative way of getting home, you are allowed to go through.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And boy, do we have a lot to talk about, including the pouring rain that our commuters are driving home in tonight. That rain is really coming down right now in the Tri-Cities. Our station cam here in Kennewick. Look at that, 49 degrees. Our feels like temp is 48. Winds are light right now, but they're not going to stay that way. All right, let's get into where the water is coming from and what is going on. So atmospheric river, you've been hearing that term day after day. Well, it continues, and it kind of moved to the south. Now we're seeing that flow come across the southern portion of Washington State and the northeastern portion of Oregon, and that's pretty much what we anticipated it to do. It's going to start pointing more north, though, here coming soon, and it's going to be hitting those Cascades once again. So this atmospheric river, remember we showed you last night, you couldn't see the end of it. Well, there's the end of it, but it's still quite large, and it's still pointing right at the Pacific Northwest. It continues to hover and bring in heavy rain showers. Not a lot of snow, maybe a little snow at those upper elevations. Of course, I checked out White Pass today. There was some snow up there as well. All right, let's get into our flood alerts and break things down for you. Yakima and Natchez rivers have flood alerts. This is the Yakima from Cle Elum all the way down to Horlick. They have had some light flooding across some of the roadways tonight, and we're keeping close eyes on that. We'll stay on the Yakima River from Ellensburg on down to Untanum. That also is seeing a river rising, rapid river rise flows as well. Moving over to the Natchez River, where we are at flood level. We started getting warnings around 1 o'clock in the morning about that. The river has crested, but it has not gone down, and in fact is going to be running high for the next couple of days. Move back into the Yakima River from Natchez right on down the valley to the lower valley. That is your flood alerts, and then move right over to Tri-Cities area from Benton City into West Richland. We're keeping an eye on this to crest Thursday and Friday. So very active weather, a lot to get to, a lot to break down. But again, we have flood chances going for most of our areas until Friday, Thursday and Friday for most of the week. With the Yakima River at Kiona, that's the one closer to Tri-Cities. We're going to be watching that very closely from Thursday to Monday, as that's when we'll see the highest river flows in those areas. We were showing you this graphic of the Natchez River. It went from 14 feet all the way up to nearly 20 feet in less than 24 hours. So that's where the flooding was taking place, and there's been some level 2 evacuations. That means get set, ready to go. The Yakima River near Parker also expecting to crest at moderate level, but even at these moderate levels, we could see some flooding, especially along farm roads and farm areas in that area. And then this is what we're looking at for the Yakima River when you get closer to Benton City, West Richland. Not the highest it's ever been, but we're looking at the trailer park and the West Richland golf course to be in significant danger of seeing some flooding. All right, let's talk about our futurecast radar. There it is. We continue to see those showers. Now, the good thing is tomorrow it's going to start to break up as we start our day off. Most of the rain is going to be isolated to the north and to the mountains. There could be a stray shower or two, but overall we're going to see improving conditions with the atmospheric river. So that's good news for everyone. The other thing we want to talk about are these warm temperatures. Now, I'm not going to name names. My husband had an app that wasn't my app that I told him to download, and he said, oh, it's going to be 70 tomorrow. I said, you have the wrong app, honey. So get the Apple Valley News Now weather app. It is going to be warm. It is way above average, but I don't think we're going to see 70 degrees tomorrow. So just be aware of that. All right, in Yakima, we have temperatures again hitting pretty close to 60 degrees for the next couple of days. Flood threats are high. We are in first alert weather days through Friday there. Also in Ellensburg will be first alert weather days through Friday, once again due to the flood threats in the region. Things are going to start to dry out though as we head to Friday through Sunday, and then look at that, I see more rain popping up next week. So we are not done with La Nina at all. Windy to breezy. We don't have first alert weather days for Walla Walla, but it is still going to be wet, and you know the winds in Walla Walla could bring down some trees with the very soggy ground that we've been seeing for the last few days. And in Hermiston, it's going to be windy there tomorrow. Less chances of rain in the forecast until early Monday or Tuesday. So active weather, windy. Had to call my husband out because
I know.
Can you believe he said, I this weather app, and I'm like, what are you talking about?
I'm sure he's got it all rectified now and he's ready.
I'll go get his phone and put the right app on his phone. So, you know.
All right,
what
Stacey.
I do.
Thanks so much. Well, coming up in tonight's Spotlight, a new winner outshines in Toppenish after the Wildcats light up the competition.
Prosser Memorial Health has received a 5-star rating from the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. Prosser Memorial Health is one of just 290 hospitals nationwide to receive their highest rating, and one of only 2 critical access hospitals in the state of Washington. For over 78 years, Prosser Memorial Health has provided high-quality and compassionate care to our communities served. It's our privilege. Learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
At Good Shepherd, we are your primary care providers from the time your baby is born to caring for loved ones in older age. We are with your family every step of the way, with specialty services like kidney and heart care, urology, orthopedics, and cancer treatment. We provide the care you deserve close to home. And when life takes an unexpected turn, our urgent care team is here for you 7 days a week, because your health can't wait. Good Shepherd Healthcare System. Patients first, always.
Let Quantum Legal protect you and be your champion on the legal battleground. Whether it's a fight for justice in the face of criminal accusations, personal injury claims, or workplace accidents, Quantum Legal is your unwavering ally. An aggressive offense is your greatest defense. Quantum Legal is the sword and shield you've been seeking. Your best defense, Quantum Legal.
My name is Jaime Torres. I am a human rights activist, differently abled artist, disability rights advocate. I use the Ben Franklin Transit paratransit service, which here is called Dollaride. I'm learning how to live life again. I'm learning how to do things again. So being able to get out and have reliable transportation, it plays an integral part in mental health and the practice of being social again.
Enter Santa's Big Give and maybe win $500 from Coca-Cola of Yakima Tri-Cities or a $200 gift card from Bank CDA. Enter at contests on AppleValleyNewsNow.com. Win big from Coca-Cola, Bank CDA, and Apple Valley News Now.
Prosser Memorial Health has received a 5-star rating from the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. Prosser Memorial Health is one of just 290 hospitals nationwide to receive their highest rating, and one of only 2 critical access hospitals in the state of Washington. For over 78 years, Prosser Memorial Health has provided high-quality and compassionate care to our communities served. It's our privilege. Learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
At Good Shepherd, we're your primary care providers from the time your baby is born to caring for loved ones in older age. We're with your family every step of the way. With specialty services like kidney and heart care, urology, orthopedics, and cancer treatment, we provide the care you deserve close to home. And when life takes an unexpected turn, our urgent care team is here for you 7 days a week because your health can't wait. Good Shepherd Healthcare System. Patients first, always.
Time now for the spotlight. Students at Kirkwood Elementary have some heavy lifting to do after receiving a trophy for their creativity. The school received top honors in this year's Toppenish Lighted Parade in the school's category. Their float proved they brightened the night sky, helping their community celebrate the 22nd annual event. Look at that big trophy. Have an idea for the spotlight? Send it to us through one of our many social media platforms, or you can always shoot us an email, news@applevalleyNewsNow.com. Stacy, you are the busiest lady today.
I've been busy today.
Yes.
I'm out of breath, but you know what? I'm going to give you a reason to smile anyway. Stay here.
Prosser Memorial Health has received a 5-star rating from the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. Prosser Memorial Health is one of just 290 hospitals nationwide to receive their highest rating, and one of only 2 critical access hospitals in the state of Washington. For over 78 years, Prosser Memorial Health has provided high-quality and compassionate care to our communities served. It's our privilege. Learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
Let Quantum Legal protect you and be your champion on the legal battleground. Whether it's a fight for justice in the face of criminal accusations, personal injury claims, or workplace accidents, Quantum Legal is your unwavering ally. An aggressive offense is your greatest defense. Quantum Legal is the sword and shield you've been seeking. Your best defense, Quantum Legal.
As a parent, I feel very blessed to have access to BFT. A lot of our families have 2 working parents, and it's important for our kids to still be able to utilize our community resources while also being able to have reliable transportation to those places when us as parents are busy working.
The ability to go wherever you need to go without needing a car or someone to drive you. BFT connects me to freedom.
At Good Shepherd, we're your primary care providers from the time your baby is born to caring for loved ones in older age. We're with your family every step of the way. With specialty services like kidney and heart care, urology, orthopedics, and cancer treatment, we provide the care you deserve close to home. And when life takes an unexpected turn, our urgent care team is here for you 7 days a week because your health can't wait. Good Shepherd Healthcare System. Patients first, always.
My name is Jaime Torres. I am a human rights activist, differently abled artist, disability rights advocate. I use the Ben Franklin Transit paratransit service, which here is called Dollaride. I'm learning how to live life again. I'm learning how to do things again. So being able to get out and have reliable transportation, it plays an integral part in mental health and the practice of being social again.
Let Quantum Legal protect you and be your champion on the legal battleground. Whether it's a fight for justice in the face of criminal accusations, personal injury claims, or workplace accidents, Quantum Legal is your unwavering ally. An aggressive offense is your greatest defense. Quantum Legal is the sword and shield you've been seeking. Your best defense, Quantum Legal.
Give you a reason to smile. So come take a look at your screen. There it is. It looks like Stu Malloy sent this one in. It was the full moon and clouds on Sunday evening. Ooh, it's lucky that he even got those clouds or the moon through the clouds the other night. So good job, Stu. All right, QR code right there on top of your screen. That is the quickest, easiest way to get your photo to TV. thanks to our good friends at Lifetime Dental Care. All right, let's take a look at the big weather stories. The flood threat continues all the way through Sunday. Some areas experiencing it now, some experiencing it later, so be prepared, especially if you live down by the river. One thing I did want to say, we're going to have these temperatures above average, and I know that's going to tempt some people to grab their kayak and go in these rivers. We showed you guys video of big logs and debris and fast-moving rivers. Not a good idea to play around rivers, creeks, and streams right now. Also, cue up those gusty winds tomorrow, tonight, later, and tomorrow. Again, another windy day to deal with. Let's look at our day tomorrow. Now, there's going to be scattered showers. Some of those, though, are going to dry out. More than likely, we're going to stay dry, it looks like, in the Tri-Cities and Hermiston. However, Walla Walla, Ellensburg, and Yakima are going to be seeing some rain showers on and off, but the atmospheric river is going to start to calm down just a little bit. So,
all right, and we're going to continue this conversation about the rain and the flooding on the news at 6.
Yes.
So make sure you join us then. But for now, that'll do it for us here at 5.
See you back here at 6.
Legacy lives in the people who've made this place home. For decades, Hapo and Community First Bank have been part of that legacy. Different names, same mission, invested in every relationship. We're coming together to keep building what matters. Because legacy doesn't end. It lives on.